restart is going to be the whole marbles here. Jeff Gordon's got to be careful that Sterling Marlin doesn't lay back and get a run on him on the back straightaway.
You ready? Green flag, green flag.
If they don't get by Jeff Gordon before they come around the next time, they will not pass it. And Michael
Waltrip. Jeff Green is involved.
Jeff Gordon's spinning down the inside.
Gordon is in the grass. They're racing for the lead at the head of the pack, double wide.
Stay below the white line. You got some people out there. There you go.
Sterling Marlin, he's got damage. He must have hit Gordon.
And here comes Ward Burton on the outside. He's got to run.
Track's clear.
With Elliott Sadler giving him some help. Here's Jeffrey Bodine trying to help the 40 car.
Caution flag is out. This could be the race to the finish of the Daytona 500.
You'll see some rubbing here, I'm sure, getting back to the line. This may be it.
6 cars sprinting toward the caution flag. Marlin inside, seeking his third 500 win. Ward Burton trying to get his first victory. 2 dodges, drag racing back to the caution flag. Who's going to get there first? Marlin by a nose.
I think what happened was Sterling Marlin went down to go underneath Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon went to put the block on, and he went across the nose of Sterling Marlin's car, and that's what spun him out.
The race is not over. They're going to red flag the event. They're going to stop the field, restart the race, and try and settle it.
And Terry Labonte, a lot of damage to the nose of that car. And with Sterling, can he last a couple of laps under the green?
And I believe that's where Jeff Gordon came across the nose of Sterling's car.
Jeff Gordon on pit road. He may not be out of this yet if they're red flagging this thing, Bill.
Jeff Gordon on pit road. The spotter said we got spun. The car looks fine. He's getting right side tires. This is supposed to be a 4-tire stop. They want to get on pit road and get off of it before the red flag comes out. Left sides will go on. He'll have plenty of room to get out of pit road. They tighten the lugs, check the roof flaps, pull the fender away from the front left tire, and send Gordon back out off of pit road.
But he came in while the pit road was closed. So he's going to have to go to the end of the line on the restart. We'll double check that to be sure, but the red flag with the gold cross signaling pit road is closed is out.
Now there's only about
there it is.
14 cars on the lead lap. The red flag's coming out.
Hey, Jeff, they're stopped back there, so be careful coming off too.
The red flag is out over the Daytona 500 with 4.5 laps to go. Let's take a look at what happened all over the place.
Well, here's what we were talking about. This is so key on this restart. Sterling was laying back. Now, all these guys back here are jamming up because some of these guys laid back before the restart.
Michael Waltrip hit by Mark Martin.
Rusty Wallace is involved.
Watch Waltrip almost go by the pace car here. Yikes. And Robert Presley's car being pushed on pit road.
Man, pace car gassed it right there at the last second.
We see him, Jeff Gordon, bring them down really, really slow. And then Mark Martin runs in the back of Michael Waltrip. And
now watch here, Sterling Marlin goes underneath of Jeff. Jeff goes down, tries to run the black block on Sterling, and runs across the nose.
But Marlin was below that yellow line, wasn't he? Will they penalize Sterling Marlin there?
There's Jeff Green.
Now, watch the yellow line at the bottom of the track. See if Sterling Marlin goes below that yellow line.
This line here.
If you go below the yellow line and advance your position, that's a penalty.
Marlin's inside of Gordon. There's the contact.
Well, I don't know. He definitely had the left sides below the yellow line. Now, whether or not he didn't, I don't think the right sides were. The whole car was ever below the yellow line, but he definitely had the left sides. That's a tough call by NASCAR. It's a judgment call and a very tough call. Sterling Marlin is jumping out of his car. He's going around to look at the right front fender. But, oh, he can't do that.
You can't work on your car under the red flag. That's the NASCAR rule.
Pull it off a little bit.
You're not allowed to work on your car under the red flag.
They're saying that he's got to start all the way at the back of the field. Is that right, Wally?
Yep. And what NASCAR's determination on this deal with the yellow line is, since the yellow had dropped, they say that what was happening was the 40 car went down underneath the yellow line to avoid the accident. He was not gaining any positions. They decided that as the wreck was happening at the start-finish line, the 40 car went down. Jeff was down there. He was avoiding Jeff, and there's one shot. Actually, you can see when Jeff was coming down, he was coming back up the track, and Sterling came back up the track, but that's what they called.
And let's make clear, you just walked over to NASCAR Race Control to ask that, and that's the answer you got.
Right.
So why is he going to the end of the longest line, Sterling Marlin?
He's going to the end of the longest line, but it would be for working on the car.
On the car during a red.
Under the red flag.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
So no penalty for going below the line, but the penalty to the end of the longest line is for working on the car under the red.
Right. Exactly. Not the yellow line is not an issue.
Okay.
It's for working on the car during the red.
Oh, that was my own fault. I mean, Sterling hung back so much there that, I mean, you know, I didn't have a choice but to slow down there, and he had a run on me, and I blocked him. You know, got myself turned.
There you have it.